My name is Sarah. I am 43 years old. I have a husband named David, who is 41. We have been married for 20 years and have a 16-year-old daughter named Emily. I never imagined my life would turn out like this. I first met David at a friend's wedding. He was kind, funny, and handsome. Back then, he always told me, "Sarah, I will take care of you. You will never be alone." His words felt real. He made me feel special, and I believed him. Perhaps I believed him too much. When we first married, things were simple. We lived in a small apartment with a tiny kitchen and old furniture, but we were happy. We truly loved each other. We laughed while cooking dinner and walked in the park every weekend. He used to bring me flowers. I thought, this is the man I will grow old with. I imagined us having grandchildren, sitting in the garden and drinking tea together. But life changes quietly. You don't notice the change until one day you open your eyes and everything is wrong. Every morning I woke up before the sun. I cooked breakfast, cleaned the floors, washed the dishes, and helped Emily get ready for school. While I did all this, David stayed in bed wrapped in his blanket like a baby. When I asked for help, he always used the same excuse. "Let me rest, Sarah. You do everything better than me." At first, I laughed at this. Then I felt tired. Later, I felt invisible. One morning, I was running around the house, trying to do 10 things at the same time. The sink was full of dishes, the laundry basket was overflowing, and Emily was crying because she couldn't find her homework. In the middle of this chaos, David was sitting on the couch scrolling on his phone. He acted like the world did not exist, like he couldn't hear his daughter crying or see how exhausted I was. I asked softly, "David, can you please help?" He didn't even look up. He simply said, "Stop shouting, Sarah. You are making too much noise." I wasn't shouting, but that morning, something inside me broke. I knew he would not help me, so I stayed quiet. That night, I made pasta because I was too tired to cook a big meal. David looked at his plate and frowned. "Pasta again? Complained by talk to. Why don't you cook something better? I'm tired of eating the same food every day." My eyes burned with tears, but I kept my voice calm. "I do everything, David. I take care of the house, I raise your daughter. You sit all day and complain." He hit the table angrily. "Don't raise your voice at me. I am the man of the house." My heart broke, but then it closed, like a door that would never open again. David went to his bedroom and slammed the door. I sat alone at the dinner table, feeling hurt. After all my hard work, this was my reward? After that day, I never asked David for help again. I didn't want to fight. However, the neighbors started to notice. My mother told me, "Sarah, you look so tired." Even David's parents said, "Your husband works hard. You should support him." But David didn't work. He didn't work outside, and he didn't work at home. I felt like a ghost moving inside my own house. One night, David said, "You women are made for housework. It is your duty." His words made my heart heavy. The next morning, I only cooked for Emily and myself. For 3 days, I didn't wash his clothes, I didn't clean his cups, and I didn't pick up his socks. On the 4th day, David finally snapped. "Sarah, I cannot live like this." I looked at him calmly. "This is the life I have lived for 20 years, David. I never complained." David looked shocked. He held my hand and promised to change. For a while, he really tried. He found a job, helped with the dishes, and played with Emily. But deep down, I had a fear that the old David was just sleeping, waiting to return. 3 months later, he did. It started with small things. He came home late, he stopped helping, he left his clothes on the sofa. Then, one evening, David looked at me with cold eyes and said, "Sarah, I want a divorce." I froze. My heart beat fast, but I only said 2 words, "Then go." And just like that, he left his wife and daughter. 2 months later, David married a younger woman named Jessica. At first, their life looked perfect. Jessica was sweet and gentle. David told people she understood him better than I did. But slowly, the truth began to show. One morning, David woke up to a disaster. There were dirty plates in the kitchen, clothes on the floor, and no breakfast. Jessica was sleeping until the afternoon. When she finally woke up, she said, "David, can you clean all this? You're better at it." David froze. Those were his own words, now coming back to haunt him. Days turned into weeks. Jessica was messy, she didn't clean, she complained, and she asked David to do everything. David became the person I used to be, tired, invisible, and unappreciated. One night, after cleaning the kitchen alone, David whispered to himself, "Sarah, I'm so sorry." He opened his phone and looked at my name. He typed a message, "I am sorry for everything." Then he erased it. He wanted to say he missed me. He wanted to say he was wrong. But in the end, he closed his phone. Now David sits in silence, living the life he once gave me, learning the lesson he never wanted to learn. And me? I finally live in peace. No shouting, no heavy heart, just a calm home, a happy daughter, and a future I am ready for.